Right, welcome back to the second map between Lucifer and Happy. The colors remain the same. Lucifer again with yellow, Happy again with red. And Lucifer again with a Fiend build. And Happy again with Crypt, Altar and a Ziggurat. Yeah, at the expected position. And therefore we're most likely again going to see a Lich by the Russian and a Death Knight by Lucifer. I mean, we have seen Lucifer play another Undead Mirror on Echo Isles, but that was a Fiend Mirror where he went very quickly to creep the marketplace. Guess this game is going to have a bit of a different dynamic though. And on the other hand, I guess for Happy, I don't really see too much of a reason to change strategy here from his perspective, since the early game went well and, you know, I guess had a few details gone differently, I definitely see the chances for Happy to, or see the chances that Happy could have come out victorious on Secret Valley as well. So I guess it wasn't all terrible here, despite the score being 0-1 from his perspective. There is the Lich first again for the Russian. And yeah, there will be the Death Knight first again for the Korean. So let's just quickly wait and confirm that the Ziggurat is going to finish any second now. Ecolite once again scouts that this is exactly what Lucifer was playing on map number 1. And then we'll see if Lucifer again is going to head straight across the map with the first two Fiends and the Death Knight, or if this time he's going to sit back a little bit and creep early on his own. Lich is spawning. I guess Rod will be bought immediately. And he's looking for the first critter here and he finds it. Hiding at the forest, but that didn't save it. First two skeletons will be spawned and I guess Happy will start doing a bit of creeping here. And yeah, the first Fiend once again is heading right across the map, and it looks like so is Happy this time, so no creeping, at least not here immediately. The first Fiend is being found here, and is he able to do something to it? Well, more than just a hit or two. It looks like no. Guess he didn't want to throw a Nova there just to deal a bit of damage without really being able to close us around. The Scout Acolyte actually could have come in there for some blocking. Happy, yeah, not realizing that apparently, and now the Scout Acolyte is gonna pay the price here. So this time first blood going to Lucifer. Happy with the first bunch of experience though from the creep camp up here. First Nova did actually go into the DK.
Our forces are under attack.
And yeah, the Goose have finished creeping here. Circlet dropped. Guess the Lich may be picking that up eventually, and Lucifer is creeping some on his own this time. The ghouls could continue creeping here, could get level 2 on the Lich quite quickly, but it looks like Happy may have different plans. Maybe he wants to go for this creep camp here quite early on. Tech in the meantime started for him. For Lucifer, not just yet. I mean, he's only at 26 supplies, so I guess we'll see at least one more Fiend queued up here before he starts teching. Nice. Ah, okay, there it is. Click the crypt couple times, and Lucifer on point with his scouting, sees what Happy may be up to, and Happy, he's going for it. Nevertheless, Lucifer is coming in slowly from the top. Let's see if the two trolls will at least be gone by the time the Korean arrives. Lich is going to be level 2. And yeah, both the trolls have fallen. The Death Knight is there now. Nova onto the first hero of the Korean. Once again, the first of the Goose is going to have to retreat already though, but the Death Knight is nicely positioning himself, making it more difficult for Happy, who has to sack this ghoul, but perhaps he's going to be able to get a Death Knight in return, or at least a Town Pod. There is no more mana on the Lich though. So Death Knight, for the time being, is surviving, and he really needs to get level 2 as well to get that aura, to get additional regeneration as well as the movement speed. And the Fiend is coming in. Happy is not even trying to go for that one. By this point, with the 5 Fiends on the field, the damage output is way too high to try and keep us around on one of the Fiends close, especially with a full mana DK being nearby. And Lucifer is working on his level 2. Just killing a skeleton here and there, doing a bit of damage. Not risking anything with his Death Knight, obviously. Just compare the text. Wow, and Happy did forget his graveyard here. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see straight tier 3 by Happy. He's got nothing else to do on tier 2. I don't think adding a second hero immediately would be the wise choice here. More ghouls are coming out of the base. Tier 2 finished. And come on, do it. Well, he's keeping me in suspense for the time being. He's creeping some more. He's busy blocking the creeps here. Creeping as quickly as he can. Taking as little damage as he can. Not macroing while doing so. And Lucifer is coming in from the right hand side once again. His tier 2 tech is halfway down in the meantime. He has reached level 2 by now. And one of the ghouls got ensnared here. Got killed here. And actually Happy just spent his gold here. Actually does get a Death Knight second before he starts attacking. Okay, and both of them want to get the Ogre Magi killed. Lich with a bit more damage output. You know, if you compare the nukes of the two heroes. But Lucifer, properly positioned Lucifer with 5 fiends right there. Doesn't give the chance to Happy to do anything about it. So this time the heroes pretty much equally well leveled. But not for long, as the ghouls continue creeping on their own here. Talisman of Evasion dropping from the Renegade Wizard. I think that, yeah, Circlet is still just lying up here. Yeah, ghoul died to the creeps here. And the Lich is gonna pick up the Talisman. Is gonna be level 3. But so is Lucifer after killing the Ogre here. And Sentry Words, certainly helpful for him. A lot of fiends once again. This is gonna make engaging before Frenzy finishes extremely difficult for Happy. That's why I was surprised that we didn't see a straight tier 3 tech. Because I think right now, there's not all too much Happy is gonna be able to do against Lucifer's creeping. I mean, yeah, he can be annoying with the Lich. But, I mean, look at that Death Knight. He's got 300 mana, level 2 coils, and a wand of mana stealing. So Happy is doing the best he can. He is trying to just stall Lucifer, trying to just prevent him from leveling while he cannot level either. And once again, a second crypt and a slaughterhouse. So it looks like we're gonna see the exact same strategy by Happy again, which isn't a big surprise if you know Happy. And Lucifer, on the other hand, is getting his tier 3 tech as well. He's gonna add a slaughterhouse right now, I imagine, probably here. And he's just trying to shake off Happy at the moment. Just running around the map, trying to get some more creeping done. Oh, actually, it's a sacrificial pit here, not a slaughterhouse.
Summoning is complete.
A statue instantly for Happy. And let's see if this time he's gonna get his 50 supply Ziggurat more quickly. And he certainly needs to, because this time the game is looking a lot less favorably for him than it did on Secret Valley at the same time that we have here right now. So Web is coming quite quickly by Lucifer, expecting gargoyles again, I guess rightfully so. First gargoyle is on the field. Frenzy is coming right now, so finally the ghouls will be, you know, of some use again here. So it's creeping some more. The Murloc Nightcrawler did actually go to Happy here with quite a big Nova, dealing a lot of damage to the skeletons and the creeps, but nothing else really. Next Nova is coming in, trying to wear down this army, but that's the last Nova for the time being, and none of these fiends is looking all too harmed after these spells by the Lich. So let's see, tier 3 finishing for Lucifer, I guess. Okay, he's going for a quick Boneyard once again. So same strat as before, and I guess jokes on me. Yeah, I mean it worked nicely on map number 1. So why not stick with it? Happy once again, the cigarette. I'm a bit surprised. I'm wondering if this is intentional since he's doing it the second time in a row right now. But to me, it doesn't really make sense. Maybe it's just the same mistake twice, but that would be quite a surprise there. Nova is coming in by Happy. This time the main creep went to Lucifer though, as far as I can tell.
Summoning is complete.
And Happy just staying close by. He is tagged up by now. He's getting more gargoyles this time. This time he's not gonna get a fight with only like 3 gargoyles on the field or so. So yeah, the cigarette was slightly later, but I mean he was maybe supply blocked for like 15 seconds this time, and not for more than the building duration of an entire cigarette. But yeah, at the same time, Death Knight 3.5 this time, Lich 3.5. Last time the Heroes of Happy were in a significant level advantage. This time it's looking pretty even. I guess Lucifer will be adding his Lich eventually. First Frostworm is coming. He's at 50. Happy is at 50 as well. Of course, Web has finished a long time ago. And finally the DK starts doing some creeping on his own. I mean, he's been out for like 5 minutes and he hasn't gained any experience. Well, give or take. Lucifer, is he getting cigarettes already? He's getting 1 additional cigarette right now. Adding the slaughterhouse. He's gonna be breaking into low upkeep eventually with a few statues by the looks of it. The worm, the first worm, is gonna be out in a second. This time we have 7 gargoyles, I think though, but a large number of fiends as well. And the ward here belongs to Lucifer, so he sees this and he's coming in for the creep check. The Lich is paying attention though, is scouting. Both first heroes with an Orb of Corruption once again. Death Knight is getting level 2 here, finds the Ring of Protection, and it looks like Lucifer doesn't want to engage just yet. It looks like he wants to wait for his Frostworm, and if he lands those webs, then the ghouls might be falling very quickly. Once again, there's the Frostworm. This time no Dreadlord out, at least just yet, on the side of Happy. 50 supply against 50. The webs are landing. A couple of gargoyles still dealing damage to the Frostworm, but I think that's somewhat acceptable. The first gargoyle is falling here. The second fiend is about to fall. The coil is coming too late. The fiends, both of them here, very awkwardly positioned against the forest. At the same time, a large chunk of the units of Happy has fallen as well. But Lucifer seems to be under a lot more pressure. This time, another round of webs against the gargoyles. And once again, the Frostworm is not really challenged all too much. But this time, you can see the difference. The fiends having to move a lot more. Lucifer's gonna have to try and do his best. Kiting here, Happy wants to disengage, but the worm has his own opinion about that. And look at how much damage he's able to do with just 1 hit, almost, you know, more than halfway taking down a ghoul with just 1 shot. And Happy on the retreat lost, I think, 4 ghouls here. Next 2 gargoyles are coming in, and this is not the engagement Happy wants to take. It looks like Lucifer maybe turning this fight really in his favor right now. Happy did have the town portal. Perhaps it would have been smarter for him to town portal out of there. 2 more gargoyles are coming in, but there's always going to be web as long as these fiends are around. The Death Knight of Lucifer is awkwardly positioned here, but he still has the Emo Potion. Another gargoyle will be taken down, and Lucifer is getting pick-off after pick-off here, and he's really getting into a favorable position here in this fight, denying one of the fiends here. Happy shows him that he can deny stuff too, using his Lich to do so. The Death Knight of Happy is on the run. Is he even going to be able to get out of there? He may be forced to pass the town portal, but at the same time the Death Knight of Lucifer is in trouble as well. Town portal has been passed here, and is Lucifer able to get out of there? A ghoul has been sacked here. The Lich is getting the kill on the Death Knight at the very last moment before the town portal is coming through, and Lucifer being punished for his greed here, losing a level 4 hero. But the fight was still so good in the end. I mean, the beginning was pretty nice for Happy there. Really getting a good angle against those fiends and having a few fiends that are, you know, trapped against the forest, dealing damage against those, keeping the Frostworm on the run, just with a few gargoyles in the air. You know, the majority was still webbed, of course. But the Frostworm wasn't able to deal nearly as much damage as he did on Secret Valley. But then in the end that was very nice by Lucifer. Happy didn't want to engage through this little gap. He wanted to fall back, and Lucifer was just taking the chase, taking down ghoul after ghoul, and strangely enough, I think Happy may have been better off town portaling at that point. You know, he had plenty of ghouls left standing, he had plenty of pressure to apply to fiends in a future fight with those, but he lost the majority of his gargoyles, being unable to really threaten that worm. And then he just lost unit after unit, and now he's again down by 18 supply even, switching to fiends once again. 4-2 heroes for him against 4-1-1 this time for Lucifer, who's picked up the Dark Ranger third. One fiend being coiled here. And afterwards being sacked by the Lich. But now it looks like after the dust has settled, Lucifer is once again the player who's in a demanding position. Let's see, 4.5 Lich, DK not yet level 3 and level 1 Dark Ranger. Against almost 5 DK and level 1. And where's the Dark Ranger? Oh, level 1 as well. Gonna go to the shop, gonna get an invul maybe. Lucifer also doesn't have a heal scroll. Invul and a heal scroll and a staff, and she's gonna be getting there. The Gargantuan Sea Turtle maybe picked up, maybe picked off, and Lucifer does have a town portal, but does he even have to use it? I mean, he's got the turtle in his bag, but he's got such a strong army. Look at it. It's 3 fiends and a statue against 4 fiends and a worm. And that worm is the first target of Happy. He's silencing the Death Knight. Is he gonna get the kill on the worm? Yes, he is finally, but at the same time, he has lost one of his fiends only, actually. And the Lich is the next target, though the Death Knight is once again silenced and very, very far away from the first hero of Happy, who is running away right now. But the Frenzy Ghoul is actually fast enough to finish off the Lich, and the Death Knight of Happy got surrounded. And this is looking very much like GG. And yeah, there he calls it. Lucifer finishing this game in style. The solo Frenzy Ghoul killing the Lich, and simultaneously he's surrounding the Death Knight of Happy. Basically, I did pretty much all the analysis I had to during the game already. I mean, the early game was a lot more balanced than the early game on Secret Valley. Both of them pretty much similarly leveled. I mean, Happy lost like 2 ghouls in the early game, which isn't great, but isn't the end of the world. And this time Happy did get a lot more gargoyles out in the field. He also had a bit of a stronger ghoul force this time at the big engagement, but then the big engagement happened, and I think I've analyzed that during the match already. Lucifer coming out on top eventually, and Happy just trying to get a good fight there at the end with Lucifer having the Gargantuan Sea Turtle in his bag. It wasn't enough though. Lucifer is taking the second map here. Lucifer is scoring his 3rd victory in this group stage, and yeah, he's gonna be moving on. Lucifer's group stage is done, but the rest of the players still have more matches to be played, and the first of these matches is going to be between Elfie and Todd. Todd so far looking to be in very strong shape. Elfie definitely could use a victory, so especially for the finish undead, a lot on the line there. We'll see that next. As usual, give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this match and leave a comment, and I'll see you next time for Elfie versus Todd. Take care.